Good morning everyone. This is series of lecture for T.Y.B.Sc Analytical Chemistry semester 6 student, and the course of the subject is CH611A. The chapter number we are going to study is chapter number 6, and the chapter is flame emission spectroscopy. Now in the previous lecture we have already learned about the principle of flame emission spectroscopy, introduction part of flame emission spectroscopy. Now instrumentation involved in the flame emission spectroscopy, measurement system or analysis method involved in the flame emission spectroscopy, and the last one is application. In that application, qualitative analysis of FES is important. FES means flame emission spectroscopy. Now here in the principle we have learned about the Boltzmann equation, which gives the quantitative estimation, or you can say in the principle the wavelength which is obtained from the flame, which gives the qualitative estimation, and the intensity of the color, it gives the quantitative estimation. Now for this qualitative estimation, it is the qualitative estimation or qualitative analysis is defined as what is the element is present in the sample, its identification, it's a recognition. That is nothing but the qualitative analysis. So qualitative analysis is defined as the branch of analytical chemistry which gives the qualitative or identification of a elements or mixture or component present in the sample. So flame emission spectroscopy is used for qualitative analysis for the alkali and alkaline earth metals. Sometimes rare earth elements can also be analyzed by this method. Now here the first point regarding the qualitative analysis of FES is the elements present in the sample can be determined by comparing the spectrum of unknown sample with that of the pure known substance. Now here in the instrumentation or in the memory of instrumentation, there are huge number of pure known substance, and it's a spectrum, or can say the spectrum of pure known substance is kept, and by simply comparison method, spectrum of unknown sample is compared with that of the pure known substance, and it's a qualitative analysis is done. The second point tells us that the method or quality, it can also be done by measuring the wavelength of emitted line. What is the line, emitted line, or it's the wavelength? That is with the help with this information, wavelength information, qualitative measurement is done. It can also be done by measuring the qualitative or by measuring the wavelength of emitted lines. The third point is that some elements can be detected visually, color formed in the flame. For example, sodium gives characteristics yellow color to the flame. So sodium has a golden yellow, or you can say characteristics yellow color in the flame. By its identification or the physical appearance of the color of the element, its identification or qualitative estimation is done. And the last one is, but this method is not reliable, therefore qualitative analysis is not routinely done with flame photometer. So qualitative analysis is not routinely done by the for the elements, because this method is not reliable. So with this content I conclude this lecture. Thank you very much for your patience listening.